Peace and love be to you in 𝐤𝐄𝐄 Messiah, the Son of living Elohim. And I will read for you few verses from Luke 12. And this is verse 22. And he said to his taught ones, for this reason I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you shall eat, nor about the body, what you shall put on. The life is more than the food, and the body is more than the clothing. And do not seek what you shall eat or what you shall drink, and do not keep worrying. For the nations of the world seek all this, and your Father knows that you need this. Sell your possessions and give in kindness. Make yourselves purses which do not grow old, and treasure in the heavens that does not fail, where no thief does come near, no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart also shall be. To many this seems so distant. Do you take those words seriously? But what if I tell you that moment you receive the set apart Ruach and you will be immersed, everything will shift in your life. And those words will be more accurate, and it will speak to you truly, and you will know that's what it is. When 𝐤𝐄𝐄 says, don't worry about your life, don't worry what you will eat and what you will wear, don't worry about yourself and what will happen to you, because this does not change anything. And what 𝐤𝐄𝐄 is pointing at, that this comes from our prideful heart, from our ego, because we're self-centered, because we care about ourselves first. And this is natural to the man who is born of flesh, unless we are born from above, when then everything will change. I experienced radical change in my being. The Ruach start to work, start to change, start to work in this vessel, but it's not myself doing it. And it's very different than when you try from yourself to be selfless. Because when we try from ourselves, it's a heavy burden, and it takes so much work from man. But if you receive the set apart Ruach from above, the burden is not heavy anymore, because the love which is above all, the love from above, it will turn everything other way around, and you would not think of yourself first. You will be the last who you think of, because first will be Elohim, and then will be your neighbor, and you will be in the last position. And what 𝐤𝐄𝐄 speaks here, it will really become reality to you, not something hard to do. 𝐤𝐄𝐄 speaks all those things. It is obvious to him. But to man who lives by flesh and by his own ways, it is impossible to do. And people quote those scriptures, but really it feels so hard, even the idea not to worry about things which are everyday worries. But what 𝐤𝐄𝐄 points at, that the world and those who are of the world care about those things, about what they will eat, what they will wear, and how much money they have, if they will have enough, that this is what they care the most. That's why they work for the things which will perish. But if you love 𝐤𝐄𝐄 the way He is loving you, in the same way, because He gave you that love and you have that love in you, then you know that He cares for you. That doesn't matter how much you worry. This is not going to do anything because it's all in His hands. And that He loves you and He will make sure that all things will be well with you if you stop to think of yourself first. Because the love from above is selfless. If you put yourself in first position, you don't have that love from Him. And it's not like you say you do have the love and you have the fruit of love. It has to be seen. Many people discern that love in the way of man. You're mixing the love of the world and the love from above. Those two are not the same. The love of this world is a feeling and it will change. But the love from above, it's not a feeling, it's 𝐤𝐄𝐄. It is 10 commandments of 𝐤𝐄𝐄. And that love has nothing to do with love, which is so focused. And why you people are not getting it and why don't you understand? Because you stiff-necked and prideful. Most of you will get quick offended if I say that most of you did not receive the truth. You get upset. Oh no, this is not truth. I'm a new person. I've been in this for a long time. Why you get so personal right now? If you're in truth, if you really, truly follow 𝐤𝐄𝐄 inwardly, if you don't think of yourself first, but love the neighbor, and first and foremost love Elohim, why you get personal? When you have the love, who 𝐤𝐄𝐄 is, you will not get offended. You will not have those feelings. Because the love from above is greater than this. It's not personal. When 𝐤𝐄𝐄 was brought to Pilate, before even, he was questioned by Caiaphas or his brother. He did not say anything to defend himself. And he also said, forgive them, Father, because they don't know what they are doing. He wasn't defending himself. 𝐤𝐄𝐄 wasn't about himself. He was just serving, always. He was doing the works of his Father. And if you have 𝐤𝐄𝐄 in you, you will be likewise. And if people say things which are not truth about you, or things which are not pleasing you, if they insult you, you would not take it personally, because you will know it is spiritual battle. It is something which is not of this world. It is great battle, unseen battle. And you should not get upset with one another. And if I speak to you now, you should not get offended, because it's not that I speak to you because I have some problems with you personally, because I would not come to you. I have nothing to tell you from myself. But it's the Father who cares for you, who loves you, and His Messiah. And I'm only a vessel. And the things you need to do, you don't need to work hard. You just need to be obedient by receiving the living word to yourself, which is perfect, which is good, which is life, which is truth. people don't want to take it, that 𝐤𝐄𝐄 is love and his son, 𝐤𝐻ushA, is love from above, the substance of life. It's everything you need. People want to research, want to check, want to make sure. If I say here anything which is contrary to the word, comment and say to me. If I say that 𝐤𝐄𝐄's commandments are love, if you disagree with that, come and comment here. If you disagree that him is love, say something. Why don't you receive the greatest treasure of all? And why would you not allow him to rule over you, instead to improvise yourself, boast in your own works? And why you put the heavy burden on one another? Why you are so important to yourself? You need to also care for yourself because his love is not enough, because you don't trust him. An example, when someone is ill, when someone cannot walk and is very weak and vulnerable, but he's got someone with him who cares for him and puts all his attention, nourishment, gives you everything. If you just accept that care, but even so you are weak in bed and you cannot do much because you would not be able to, you still would not accept it, and you would try to figure it out how to get better even if you have no way to do so. This is what you do to the Father, because the gift, the love, 𝐤𝐻ushA, the deliverance from him, is that healing from him, the full restoration. But you don't want it because you think you can care for yourself, fix yourself, that you can do it. Focus on yourself so much that you would not accept his love. Even so, his healing is perfect, is permanent, but you rather do it because you don't trust him, because you think you can figure it out, because you think of yourself that you are smart. You too self-focused. You would not receive something which is so precious because you love yourself. The kind of love which is a damaging love, because you reject the one who knows how to truly help you. The physician which is set apart, is righteous, is the one who knows all things. And when 𝐤𝐻ushA says that 𝐤𝐄𝐄 knows how many hairs you have, that he cares for you more than for the lilies and the birds, it's true. But you still don't trust him. You still think that you can solve your problems. And that's what the issue is. That's what the prideful heart does with man. It makes men think that I need to deal with my problems. I need to solve those problems. Because man is self-centered, and the heart will make you like that. And you would not accept that love which is above all from 𝐤𝐄. And there is the gap building. You need to trust Elohim and receive the set apart Ruach and be vulnerable. They say, no, I need to research this. I need to check and research this. What you want to research? There is nothing. You need to only receive the set apart Ruach. You need to receive the one which knows everything. And then when you read, your eyes will be open and your ears will be open and your heart will understand. We are the clay and 𝐤𝐄 is the potter. If you don't want to receive the one who is above all and who creates you, how you get these ideas that you can find the answers. The answer is from above. And Yahusha said, no one came from above and will go back where he came from except the son of Adam. He is the substance from above, the source of all things from the Father. And you say, you want to research, you want to make sure that this is right. If you have the love from above, you know that it's right. If you have the gift in you, you have that treasure in your heart, you will know there is no other answer, there is no other way, no other door. There is only one truth. Like the pilot said, what is the truth? The same as you. And Yahusha is knocking to the door of your heart. And you just, I need to research. How long you will make him wait? And you still deeply in your own life, in your own struggle, worry about things which are unimportant, which are temporary. And you will think this way until you lose that stony heart. You cannot change the ways you think unless you lose that heart of yours, which is of this world. I could talk to you all day, every day, and the word will come to you, and you will not hear it unless you go down on your knees and cry out for Yahweh's love and cry out for your heart to be renewed, so you have a heart of flesh and you can receive the Setepar Ruach of our Master Yahusha. You need to cry out. You need to seek that love which is greater than anything else. This is for today. Stay in peace.